Friends, Greg, Newmaster, coming at you again today with another action figure review. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and help me to build my channel. Today I have Darth Vader Death Star II version from Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary Edition. Return of the Jedi, my personal favorite Star Wars film. I just love it. I always have. Seeing Luke as a full Jedi was just an amazing experience. Some of the best dialogue between Luke, the Emperor, Darth Vader, the end battle. Just love this movie. Anyhow, so this figure. I must have bought this figure, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times in my life. They just keep updating it. I think going all the way back to the Black Series when it was 3.75 inches. Then into the Vintage Collection. They've definitely released this multiple times. So this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this has got to be the 4th or 5th version of this in the Vintage Collection style. So I'm very excited to get this, and I can already see something very interesting. Just looking at the face in the pill, and you can see on the card we have Sebastian Stan, but in this figure the head looks like Hayden Christensen. So it looks like they decided to change the head sculpt, which could mean they're probably going to do a Kenobi version, because that looks to me like Hayden Christensen, and I'll show you guys in a moment and compare and contrast to the previous version, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. So anyhow, let's get a good look. Like, look at that face sculpt. That just looks like Hayden Christensen to me. There's Sebastian Stan. There's the card. This is VC280. You get Hunter, Clone Trooper Phase 2 armor, Cassian Andor from the show. You get the Tusken Warrior. You get Weequay, Han Solo from Return of the Jedi, Clone Captain Hauser, and then, of course, Darth Vader from Death Star 2. So VC280. Nice card. If you like the card and you collect them and you don't take them out of the package, I do. I don't buy doubles unless I really, really love the figure. So I cut the pill with an X-Acto knife, and let's check him out real quick. Like, I didn't think they were going to get better than the Kenobi Vader. I mean, to me, this is the perfect Vader figure. The articulation, the mix of hard and soft goods, the sculpt, just like the lightsaber attachment. I mean, this is the gold standard Darth Vader figure here. And building off of that, then we get the removable helmet. So it's like, ah, man, I have to get this one for sure. So let's get a good look at him, and you guys can see what I mean. So let's get a look at that mug. Like, yeah, that is so Hayden Christensen. So here's the previous figure. I'm going to remove the helmet. This is the most recent version. And look at the stark difference. This is clearly Sebastian Stan. You can see the dark circles under his eyes. I mean, like, just look at the image. So look at that image, and then look at this figure. That looks like Sebastian Stan. That looks like Hayden Christensen. So we get a whole new head sculpt, which really doesn't make sense, because for the 40th anniversary issue of reissue of Return of the Jedi figure, but whatever. I'm digging it. I love the new head sculpt. I love that Hayden Christensen was back. Looking forward to it. So let's check out the articulation. Let's see what they did with this head. Oh yeah, that is on a ball joint. Oh my goodness, and the bottom piece is loose. Oh, that's so great. So you can take the full mask off. So the breathing apparatus comes off. In the previous figure, you couldn't do that. You couldn't even remove the head, and it's not on any kind of a ball joint. So let's get a good look at that. And oh my goodness, that's awesome, number one, because you can take the lower piece of the helmet off, and that's Hayden Christensen. I mean, that is him. Wow, that's amazing. So you can have fun like head swapping with that. Actually, let's do that for a second. So here I have Attack of the Clones, Anakin. Let's see if I can just pop that off for a moment. And whoop. And I'm going to put his head on there. So it doesn't quite fit, but if you want to have fun with him, I of course have my Revenge of the Sith Anakin as well. But wow. Okay, so that is fun. So the helmet comes in 3 pieces now. And then we got the removable cape if you want. The soft shoulder pads, which is a nice new improvement. Very, very wonderful. But let's get back into the articulation. So I'm going to place that back on there. And oh, that is so much fun. Okay, so this figure is definitely going to take the new best Darth Vader figure of all time. For sure. Wow. Wow. Let me throw the cape back on there too. And then, yeah, wow, that is just terrific. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so what else do we got here? So here's the old helmet. This is the Sebastian Stan version. So the helmet goes like that. So the very first version of this was all in one piece. And then they made it that it comes in... Oh, wait. Is this the older? Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, so I actually don't... This must be the older version. Okay, so this is the oldest version where it's just one piece. Because the newer versions, you can take this part out. Unless I mess mine up somehow. Because I can't get this out of here. Yeah, so anyhow. So normally, this comes apart. So this must be the first version then. And this comes just like this. And then in the later version, you can separate the top of the helmet from the face mask. I definitely have that figure around here somewhere. But anyhow, let's check out the newest one and get a good look. The helmet sculpt actually looks a little bit narrow. That looks narrow, like this should sort of fan out just a little bit, like so. But we'll take a look at it. Wow, this is gorgeous. I mean, look at the level of detail on that Vader mask on the top piece. The eyes have the reddish tint, which I don't think is accurate to Return of the Jedi. He did not have the reddish tint in Return of the Jedi. There's the top. I mean, just look at the paint applications. We got little flecks of gold. Not much going on in the inside. But wow, what a beautiful, beautiful mask. Well done. Well done, Hasbro. So we're going to put the top piece on like so. And that's always been the problem with this figure, is it just didn't fit snug and then it fell apart real easy. So that goes on there pretty nice, and nah, it's still loose like the old one. So that's a little bit of a pain. That's okay, because you have the other Vader figure. And then we place the top piece of the helmet on. And oh, that looks great. Look at how nice that goes on. That looks wonderful. That looks really good. Yeah. Wow. That looks great. Look at how nice that goes on there. Amazing. Okay, so what else do we got? We got the battle damaged hand from when Luke cuts his hand off. I'm just so pleased by this figure. So that you get that, but you can also remove it, swap that out, which I love. So you got the battle damaged hand, and then you also have, and this actually comes in 2 pieces, the non-battle damaged glove hand, and then you can port that in like so, and, oh, slipped off a little bit. Yeah, make sure I get that in there nice and good. Actually, okay, so there's a little bit of a edge there to properly port it on, so you can port the glove on. There it goes. So the glove slides on very nice, and then you can pop the hand in the pin, and wow, just fantastic. Awesome figure, awesome. And then, you know, we got the nice wrist joint, and what I love about this is the right hand has the choking feature, but it has a tight grip. I hated on the original figure, like this hand is so big and loose, and he can't hold his lightsaber in his right hand. He holds it in his left hand, and he always fights right-handed, even though he does this choking. So I just didn't like that because you can't hold the lightsaber in this hand on the original figure. So they have amended that issue just for articulation. The elbows are nice. Like, look, you even have sculpted muscles on there. It looks really beautiful. We got the vertical hinges on the wrist, which I love for weapons. And then we got the soft goods, the cloak, the cape. Wow, what a best Vader figure ever, hands down. And then we got the T-joints, which I hope they do with the new Luke figure. Beautiful looking boots. Look at how nice those boots look. That's what he looks like from behind. We got a thigh cut. He has a nice kick and a nice bend in the knee. You know, Darth Vader doesn't have to be too flexible because he's so robotic and beat up. We got the hinge on the ankle, and we also have the pivot or ankle rocker. Wow. So just, you can get some really nice dynamic posing with this. And then the head is on the barbell joint, which looks fantastic. Ah, wonderful. And these shoulder pads are really soft. And then they're cut in the back, like so. And then the torso is also on a ball joint. Look at that, friends. So, best Vader figure has been taken. The prize has been taken. Absolutely amazing. Let's get a look at his lightsaber. I don't know if they did any modifications or improvements on that from the previous figure. So here's the previous figure. Oh, looks about the same. I can't tell if the blade looks a little bit thinner. So we'll pop that in his non-damaged hand. And then, wow. And then you get a hilt as well. Just, ugh. Gotta cut that out there. Bear with me. So you get a hilt also. And that looks very nice. And then we can port the hilt on his belt, like so. Yeah. A little bit tricky. Trying to get it in there. There we go. All right. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's what his cut-off hand looks like. Accessory. And then one more time, guys. We're going to take the pieces of the helmet off. Even though this is Hayden Christensen, clearly. But best Darth Vader figure, in my opinion, ever made. Just fantastic. I didn't think they were going to surpass the Kenobi version, but they did with the head, with the head sculpt. I mean, can't get much better than that. Anyhow, guys, 15-minute video, but that's just how great this figure is. Hayden Christensen head, even though it's a Return of the Jedi figure. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Best Darth Vader figure ever made, in my opinion. God bless you all. Peace.